Hello, this is the first video in the Core Chemistry series. Chemistry is a study of substances and their transformation from one substance to another. The study of chemistry helps you understand the world around you. In this series, you will learn about chemistry terms, the structure of atoms, elements, the periodic table, molecules and compounds, and how to conduct a scientific experiment. To understand more complicated chemistry topics, one must first understand the basic terms, what they mean, and how they relate to each other. The terms we will cover today are matter, mass, weight and gravity, density, and volume. Matter is anything that takes up space and is made of something, which means it can be felt. You, your pet, the computer you are working on, and the seat you are sitting on are all made up of matter. Notice these are material things that you can touch. Even air, though invisible to your eyes, is made up of matter. You feel it move around you when you sweep your hand through the air or run really fast. There are many gases which you cannot see and are hard to feel, but they are matter. Things not made up of matter are considered immaterial. Light and heat are a couple examples. If matter is essentially anything and everything that makes up space, what about mass? Mass is the amount of matter in an object. Mass is accounted for with measurements like grams and kilograms. This is confusing because we say, how much does this weigh, or this thing weighs a ton. But mass is not the same as weight, even though we measure mass in kilograms. The mass of an object does not change no matter where it is. The mass of a metal cube, for example, is the same on Earth as it is on the Moon. The weight of an object, however, is different on the Moon than it would be on Earth. Weight is the force that one object exerts on another object. The force that Earth exerts on other objects is called gravity. Weight is measured in newtons and is a measurement of the force of gravity pulling on an object. Weight varies depending on whether you stand on Earth or on the Moon. The Moon has less mass, so it has less pull on you than the Earth. However, whether you stood on the Moon or on Earth, your mass would always remain the same, unless you started eating cookies, and then, yes, your mass would increase. Let's tie in a new word here, density. Density is the amount of matter that fits into a certain space. Let's do an experiment to find out some more about density. Here are 3 cups of water. Here's a piece of apple, a piece of cork, and a piece of metal. They're all around the same size, and yet when we put them in the water, the metal sinks while the others float. So why? While the metal, apple, and cork are relatively close in size, the metal has much more matter existing within the same amount of area. This means that while it has the same size as the cork, it will feel heavier than the cork. But what about volume? Volume represents the amount of space something takes up. For instance, if we have a cup of water and a jug of water, the jug of water has greater capacity to hold water because it has greater volume. If you put a jug filled with water and a jug filled with rocks beside each other, while the rocks might weigh more than the water, they would still have the same volume. Volume is accounted for in measurements like liters and milliliters. Whoa, that was a lot covered. The key points to take away are: matter is anything which takes up space. Mass is the amount of matter that makes up an object. Weight is the force that one object exerts on another object. Density is how much matter is packed within a certain area. Volume is the amount of space which matter takes up. That's all for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around.
Bên ngoài